Are you looking for ways to accelerate your healing after an ACL injury? If you are, you're in the right place. When we look at an ACL injury, there's a lot of things that happen after surgery. You might be confused onto what exercise should I do? When's the right time to start running? When do I walk? When can I go up and down stairs? And all of those are normal milestones that you're going to be able to conquer easily. Now, if you're asking, well, I want to be able to do that just a little bit faster, what advice would you give me? I have 3 tips that after seeing thousands of ACLs, these are the 3 tips that I can give you, whether you're a pro athlete, a 15-year-old after ACL surgery, or a 45 or 60-year-old who's decided to also repair their ACL. The first one is you have to understand that your body is healing after this process. Most people, they think, well, if I do my exercises, I'm gonna get better. And the reality is there's ways to heal faster if you protect and you address 2 things, your sleep and your nutrition. At night, this is when your body's actually repairing itself. And most people overlook how important that sleep is. If you are undergoing surgery and you are now recovering, it is the most important time that you get your 7-8 hours of sleep or beyond. That is how your body will recover just a little bit faster. And number 2 is your nutrition. You have to be able to repair all that muscle tissue, all that connective tissue, all that tissue that's been damaged. We now have to repair that. And how are you going to do that? And it has to be through taking in protein to be able to help you with that recovery process. Now, whether that's actual meat or actual supplements, that is for you to decide. But ultimately, you have to get in more protein to support your repair process. Now, that is the first one. Number 2 is understanding your modifications. And we call them here at Sports Performance, we call them your green, yellow, and your red lights. After surgery, your surgeon may say, don't take off this brace. Your physical therapist might say, do these exercises. So don't take off your brace is a red light. These are things not to do. And if the physical therapist says, do these exercises, those are green lights. Most people get hurt and flare themselves up with the yellow lights. Well, that's great. I shouldn't take this brace off and I should be doing these exercises. So what can and can I do? And that's what we call our yellow lights. And what you have to understand is during certain milestones, you will be able to walk, but you're going to have to put an end time. You can't go beyond 1 mile. If I can go up these stairs, how many sets of stairs? Can I squat? How many squats can I do? And you have to understand your limits. So within green lights, you're going to have yellow lights and a lot of modifications. So when you're working with a physical therapist, one of the best things you can ask is, I understand what I can't do and I understand what I should do, but what are the things that are going to put me at risk to flare up my knee and have an increase of swelling? And number 3, out of all the things I can recommend, number 3 is the most important. There are studies to show that if you believe that you are actually going to heal faster, that puts you in the right frame of mind. It gets your brain and all those chemicals and neurotransmitters in the right stage to be able to heal faster or at the rate that you want. And what I mean by that is you have to stay positive. This is a hard scenario for people to go through. It is not easy to undergo any surgery, but an ACL injury can take up to a year and beyond. And we understand that's not going to heal overnight, and it's hard to stay positive throughout that whole process. So what I can tell you is you need to stay positive through the downs and the lows and the highs. That puts you and sets you apart from everybody else recovering from these things. It's the 3 things I can highly recommend to put you at a healing stage above anyone else that you know. If you're interested in getting help with an ACL recovery program with our ACL recovery specialist at Sports Performance, we have more information below. Feel free to click on any of the links below to get started today or in the future for yourself or your family. We're excited to be able to help.